What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do my 37-inch tire driving experience. We'll do a little POV. I'm going to talk about everything that's changed since I got the 37s put on. I apologize, I haven't put a video in a couple of weeks. It's been a little busy, so I try to do these videos whenever I have the spare time to do it. So today is the day, so let's go outside and I'll talk about the tires. So as you guys can see, the truck is a little filthy. Got some mud over there. I think that's from going to the brewery the other weekend. It was like all muddy and stuff, but you guys can see the 37-inch Nitto Recons on there. I love the way they look. I mean, I've always was a Nitto Ridge Grappler guy, but as you guys know how I am, I like my truck to stand out and be different. So I don't see a lot of people rocking too many Recon Grapplers, at least around by me. So I was very happy to get something different, something newer, something you don't really see too much. And you guys can see the stance of the truck, how the 37s just look so much better on there. So I'm completely stock right now. I have no springs, no anything on there. I have no spare tire right now, so you can kind of see the back kind of goes up a little higher than the front. But I will get a spare in there, and we'll definitely do a video about squeezing a 37-inch spare in the back. But as of right now, I have no spare tire. And overall, very happy with how it looks. I think the poke on these is perfect. Kind of how the 35s were. It lines up with like the outer edge of the fender. I'm not a big, I don't like crazy poke on, at least that's just not the look I go for. I know people do that. So my offset is +3 on these Method wheels. So I decided to go with 18s. I like the look of it. Smaller wheel, bigger tire. I think it looks really good on the TRX, in my opinion. All right, so let me start with the truck, and then we'll start talking more about how it rides and everything like that. And of course, I gotta hit you guys with a little startup. It is a warm start, so it's not gonna be as loud, but it still should be pretty loud. I'm loving the light kit on the back. That looks so sick. So we're in the truck. When I first got the 37s put on, they were aired up to 40 PSI. For me, it just felt a little too bumpy. I don't know if that kind of makes sense. On the 35s, I always had them aired up to like about 35. So they were all 35, but today's a little cooler day. It's only 81. So as you guys know, like heat makes the tire expand. So it'll jump anywhere from 35 to, well, right now it's showing 33 because it's a little cooler day. But yeah, it goes like anywhere from 35 to 38. And just from my experience, the ride feels so much more comfortable than on 40 PSI. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but for me, that's just my experience. It just feels like a better ride. It doesn't feel as bumpy. Another thing I want to talk about is the gas. So I've had these on for 3 weeks. I've been driving around. I drive a lot of local. I did some highway to work. And I'm averaging 9.1, and I thought with the 37s it might get worse. With the 35s I was doing, I think it was around 8 miles per gallon. So I'm at 9, and I've had it for 3 weeks. And yeah, so I'm pretty much getting the same MPG. I thought it was gonna be a little worse, but no, pretty much is the same. At least that's my experience. I mean, that's what the truck tells me. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. So one other thing to note is the speedometer is going to be off like 3 miles per hour or maybe 5. You can change the tire size with the taser. The only thing is, if you do that, you will most likely shut off the parking sensors. And for me, I'd rather keep the parking sensors. Obviously, with a big truck like this, you want to keep them. But that's just something to note. So when you are driving around, just kind of, be cautious of how fast you're going. So like right now I'm going 45, I'm probably going like 42, maybe 40. So it's not a big issue for me, but that's just something to keep note. All right, so just to show you guys that the parking sensors still work, I'm gonna back up into the spot. I'm reversing, as you can see, right towards this tree. So 37s with no change will still have your parking sensors work. And same for the front. All right, so I am gonna do a POV drive again. I know you guys enjoyed it last time. Maybe I'll open up the window so you guys hear a little more, but let's go for a drive right now on the 37s. So as far as feel, the truck does feel like a little slower, but honestly, this has so much horsepower that it doesn't really make it feel slow, but you can kind of tell like you're a little heavier, if that kind of makes sense. But otherwise, like if I switch to my custom mode, I mean, this thing feels pretty damn fast. And we'll hop on the highway real quick. So my best 0 to 60 time was 3.9 on 35s. I also don't know how accurate this thing is, but that's what I got last time on 35s. So if I can find somewhere to do it, maybe I'll give a little test of 0 to 60 and see if we can record it. But let's just go for a little drive right now. But otherwise, I mean, it rides really good. I mean, I'm very happy with the 37s. I love the look of it. I mean, this thing is a beast. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys can see it, but the best 0 to 60 was 3.9. And I haven't really tried it since. To be honest, I've never even used launch control yet, which is kind of wild. These Nitto Recons are actually pretty quiet. They don't sound any louder than the stock wheels. I thought the stock wheels were great. They performed really good for me. I know a lot of people sell them, switch them out. But I was very happy with the stock Goodyears. I was hoping they made a 37-inch, but they don't. Otherwise, I probably would have stayed with those. But I don't know. I'm very happy with the switch, though. And I told you, with the lower PSI, I mean, it feels pretty good. It's definitely a comfortable ride. Definitely looks like it's about to start downpouring. So I don't know if I'll be doing 0 to 60 today. That might be another time for another video. You can still see the power's there. I am gonna try to find somebody with a stock TRX and just kind of, maybe we can kind of get some footage of both of us next to each other, because if he's stock with 35s, and not that I think the intake and the exhaust do too much, but I don't know, you know, they claim the horsepower increases of whatever. I think the air intake was like, I don't know, plus 25 or I think, or 15. And the exhaust, I think the exhaust was really good, the regular Dodge exhaust, so I don't think the Corsa did too much besides sound wise. I don't think I ever saw any results from Corsa. It would be interesting for sure though, just to see how much slower I would be against a stock TRX. I mean, yeah, the drive feels honestly the same. I mean, I just feel higher up on the road. get on some straight highway. It's still got that pickup, man. It's definitely still got that pickup. And I think I mentioned this in another video. They did, supposedly the rumor was Ram was thinking of going 37s when they built the TRX. But obviously for performance reasons, they kept it at 30 on the 35s. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this 0 to 60. It's starting to rain. Road's getting wet. It's definitely about to start pouring soon. Gotta love the streets of Mexico. So I'm gonna try to slow it down a little bit. I don't have anyone behind me. I'm gonna try to do a quick little pull. Drop down to like 30. So much fun. All right, guys, so that's gonna do it for this video. So if you're thinking about doing 37s, I personally love it. I know a lot of guys on the forum that switch to 37s, they love it. Like I said in the previous video, I do rub a little bit on the driver's side. I think because of the fuel tank, it's only at full lock and it's only on the driver's front side. Otherwise, I don't really rub. And it's only like when I go on like steep inclines, like if I'm going into my driveway or something like that. So like I said, I will be adding the e-box springs eventually, but I'm really in no rush. But eventually it will happen. But like I said, I'm in no rush because I'm not rubbing like crazy. It's only in certain little areas, and I've been checking. It hasn't been doing any damage or anything like that. It's just very minor rubbing. So I have a +3 offset. So if you do anything higher than that, you should be okay. I know stock offset, I believe, is +18. I want to say +18. Don't quote me on that. But if you get any wheel, or even if you stay on the stock wheels, which stock wheels are really nice too. I love the TRX stock wheels. And you just want to throw 37s on, you probably wouldn't even rub at all. But I don't know if you went with a 30. I know with the 37 times the 12.50, you should be okay. If you go with the 13.50, I'm not sure if you will rub. But on a stock offset, maybe not. Who knows? But otherwise, I'm still loving the way it feels. I'm still getting used to it a little bit. It still feels a little weird because, you know, I don't really drive this truck too much. But I appreciate you guys checking out this video. Definitely stay tuned. I'll be having some more. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.